All right, diving in. Today we're going to tackle Wave Protocol.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, it's this blockchain platform. And get this, it wants to bring this whole tech thing to, like, regular people.
So, like, making blockchain user-friendly, that's a big deal.
Exactly. Imagine, creating your own digital token or, like, building a whole decentralized app.
Without needing a coding degree, right?
That's the goal. We're going to break it all down using this super detailed tool.
Cool.
It explains how Waves actually, works.
So what makes Waves so different?
Well, they're aiming to be the quote-unquote people's blockchain.
Right, I've heard that term.
Yeah, making this tech that's usually super complex accessible to everyone.
And why is that so important?
Well, think about it. Blockchain could revolutionize, like, so many industries.
Yeah, if more people could actually use it.
Exactly. But for that to happen, it needs to be, well, less intimidating.
I see, so break down those barriers.
Okay, so let's talk about this leased proof-of-stake, or LPoS.
LPoS?
Yeah, it's kind of like their big thing. Is it really like a VIP pass to the blockchain world, even if you don't, like, know how to code?
That's a pretty good analogy, actually.
Really?
Yeah. With LPS, you don't have to run a full node.
Which is?
It's technically demanding, resource-intensive.
So not for the average person.
Right, exactly. Instead, you just lease your Waves tokens.
Lease? Like renting them out?
Kinda. You lease them to a full node operator, and they do all the hard work.
Okay, so they're like the tech experts doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, and in return, you get to participate in the network.
You mean like earn rewards?
Yeah, and you help make the network more secure and decentralized.
So win-win for everyone.
Pretty much.
But how is that different from the regular proof of stake?
Good question.
Is there like a catch?
Well, it definitely lowers the barrier to entry, which is great for a Wave's goal of accessibility.
Right, getting more people involved?
Exactly. It's sort of like, imagine owning a share of a company versus lending your money to someone who buys a share.
Okay, I'm following.
You're still participating, but with less responsibility.
Interesting, but are there any downsides?
Well, there could be a risk of centralization if
Uh-huh.
just a few, like, really big node operators end up with most of the leased tokens.
So they'd have like too much control.
Potentially, yeah. So that balance between ease of use and, keeping things truly decentralized.
Gotcha, so it's something to like keep an eye on.
Definitely.
Okay, the Twitter thread also mentions something called Waves NG.
Ah, yes, next generation.
Catchy. Does that have something to do with speed?
It does. It's all about handling a ton of transactions quickly and efficiently.
So like a blockchain superhighway.
Think of it more like a two-lane highway, actually.
Okay, 2 lanes.
You have the fast lane for almost instant transaction,
Oh, I like that.
and then a slow lane where they get finalized, added to the blockchain.
Gotcha, so parallel processing.
Exactly, and that's how they speed things up significantly.
Clever. But doesn't that sacrifice security?
That's a common concern for sure.
Right, like are they cutting corners to make it faster?
Nope, not with Waves NG. The core security principles are still there.
So no compromises.
They found a way to optimize the flow without messing with the integrity of the blockchain itself.
Okay, that's impressive. So we've got this accessible, easy-to-use system that can handle a ton of traffic.
Sounds pretty great, right?
Yeah, it's a solid foundation. But what can you actually do with it?
Now that's where things get really interesting. Waves is so much more than just a foundation.
Okay, so there's more to it than just making blockchain, user-friendly.
Way more. They've got this whole ecosystem of like tools and features.
Tools? Like what?
Well, first off, there's Ride. It's their own programming language.
Their own language. Wow.
Yeah, it's for building those decentralized applications.
The DSApps.
Yep. Think of them like regular apps on your phone.
Okay.
But instead of running on, some company's servers, they run on the blockchain.
Decentralized, right?
Exactly. And Ride is designed to be like pretty easy to learn.
Even for like beginners.
Even for developers new to blockchain, yeah.
So it's like opening the door for more people to create these dApps.
That's the idea.
And dApps can like change how we do so many things.
Right. Like imagine decentralized social media or even like new ways to manage our money.
I'm with you. Okay, what else?
Then there's the decentralized exchange.
The DEX.
Yep, built right into Waves.
So you can trade tokens directly with other users.
Peer-to-peer, no middleman.
Hold on, before we go any further.
Yeah.
Can you explain atomic swaps? The Twitter thread mentions those.
Oh, sure. They're a key part of how these DEXs work.
Okay, but like in plain English.
Basically, it's a way to swap cryptocurrencies directly.
Directly.
Yeah, without a third party, like a bank.
Oh, so it's all like automated.
Yeah, exactly. Happens automatically with smart contracts.
So no need to trust some, random person or company.
That's the beauty of it.
Okay, I like it. So trading is cool, but what about creating your own tokens?
On Waves.
Yeah. Is that really as easy as it sounds?
You'd be surprised. It's super straightforward.
No way.
Seriously, think of it like having your own like mini currency.
For anything.
Anything like loyalty points for your business.
Huh, interesting.
Or even shares in a community project.
Wow, that's powerful.
Right, giving people the ability to like create their own little economies.
But isn't there a risk that like anyone could just create a token with no real value?
That's always a possibility.
Right, like scams and stuff.
But that's why, research is important.
Do your homework.
Exactly. Just like with any investment, you got to understand what you're putting your money into.
Solid advice. So what other tools does Waves have?
Well, they have a unique approach to data storage.
Data storage on the blockchain.
Yeah. Now, you wouldn't use it for like huge files,
Right.
But for smaller pieces of data that need to be like tamper-proof.
Tamper-proof. Okay.
Yeah, like digital certificates, property records, things like that.
Oh, so sensitive information that needs to be like super secure.
Exactly. And that's where Waves comes in.
Making sure it can't be messed with.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered the tech, the tools, the
A
features.
lot of grand, yeah.
But how's all of this actually being used like in the real world?
Oh, there are tons of examples. Waves is being used in finance, for example.
Finance. Interesting.
Yeah, there are projects using it to create stablecoins.
Stablecoins, those are like pegged to the US dollar, right?
Yep. That could make crypto less volatile, more usable for like everyday stuff.
So no more wild price swings.
Exactly. It could be huge for adoption.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's not just stablecoins, right?
Right. They're also creating asset-backed tokens.
Asset-backed, what?
Things like gold or real estate even.
So bringing traditional assets into the crypto world?
Exactly. It's like bridging two worlds.
I can see the appeal there. But what about NFTs? Everyone's talking about those.
Oh yeah, Waves is big in the NFT space too.
Really?
Definitely. Artists are using it to tokenize their work.
So like digital ownership, right?
Yeah, they have more control over their creations that way.
Interesting. What about like gaming?
Huge in gaming. They're creating unique in-game items, experiences, all that.
So players actually own those digital assets.
Exactly. It's changing how we think about ownership in the digital world.
Okay, so NFTs are more than just like digital art and collectibles.
Way more.
What other industries are using Waves?
Well, supply chain management is a big one.
Supply chain. How does that work?
Companies are using Waves to track products, like from start to finish.
From the factory to the store, you mean?
Even further back, like from the raw materials to the consumer.
Wow, that's pretty comprehensive.
It ensures transparency and authenticity.
No more fake products then.
Potentially, yeah. It's all about creating a trustworthy system.
That's pretty cool. Anything else?
Voting systems.
Voting on the blockchain?
Yeah. Blockchain security and transparency make it perfect for, like, building trust in elections.
I have heard about blockchain voting.
It's still early, but there's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, it's definitely something to watch. Throughout this whole deep dive, we keep going back to this idea of the Waves community.
It's a big part of what makes Waves unique.
So they're not just users, they're like active participants.
Exactly. They're involved in development, governance, everything.
Wow, a real sense of community, huh?
Absolutely. They're passionate about building a truly decentralized future.
Well, this has been an amazing deep dive. I'm really starting to see the bigger picture with Waves.
It's more than just another blockchain platform.
It's like a movement towards, a more accessible and democratic tech world.
I think that's a great way to put it.
And it's just the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, the possibilities are endless. It's exciting to think about what the future holds.
It really is. So to all our listeners out there, I want to leave you with a little challenge.
Ooh, a challenge. I like it.
Imagine you could create your own token on Waves.
Ooh, fun.
What problem would you solve? What would your token represent? Would it be for like social good or supporting your favorite artist or something totally different? Let your imagination run wild. Who knows, you might just spark the next big blockchain innovation. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of blockchain.